Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If it looks like I'm half asleep, it's because I am. It is in fact about 2:30 in the morning. So this video is about how to get into writing for all ages. I will be posting a video about how I got into writing because mine was not really like terribly unique, but it was sort of funny because just I wasn't like a horse crazy kid until I started writing. Basically, if you have access to the internet or whatever, I would look up barns that are near you. I would check out reviews. If you don't have any friends or anything that ride, then I guess you would just have to do a little bit more information, searching and research, finding a place that like looks nice, not just like aesthetically, but like they look like they take good care of their horses. They look like they sort of know what they're doing. And you can maybe read some reviews. You could also look on their social media, like their Facebook or anything. But find a place that looks good to you. Hopefully it's closer. I know for barns and where I live, all the barns that we have in my area are like around 30 minutes to an hour and a half away. So just keep that in mind. If you're younger, you can certainly talk to your parents, of course, but talk to your parents about logistics, like if they think you can ride once a week, or if they're more into you or letting you ride more than once a week. Of course, riding is expensive, so depending on your financial situation, it might be that you'll have to maybe take lessons once a week, and if you want to ride more, you become a working student. Of course, if you're really early on into riding, that's not really plausible. I mean maybe, but I guess like you can like help like clean up stuff, but you wouldn't be working with the horses until you get more experience. But that's certainly a way. If your parents aren't able to pay for that many lessons or as many as you want, of course I would advise, depending on your age, well, getting a job, but depending on your age, if you're younger, maybe you could like do babysitting or just things like that you can help pitch in, because again, riding is expensive, and it definitely, it's an expensive sport, from lessons to like not even having a horse, from lessons to clothes to driving, like the gas thing and everything. It's definitely a dedication to get into the sport. Of course it's worth it, and it does, I don't know, it means a lot to me, but it certainly is an expensive sport, so it's not something to take lightly. And if you're willing to, or if you think it would be helpful, I certainly would advise helping pitch in. I was fortunate enough that my parents could afford lessons, but now that I'm older, I pay for, well, I ride on a college team, and when I'm home I have to pay for lessons or figure out like an exchange thing with the barn. But like it's definitely like if you're able to sort of start riding and just sort of just jump right in and ride like more than once a week, like that's awesome. Just being in the saddle, being at the barn. So definitely find a place that looks well taken care of. The horses look healthy, you know, the stable looks, you know, established. And then I would definitely call and describe yourself, you know, your age, what you're looking for, if they have options, what, again, like prices, things like that. If you're younger, then maybe have your parents do it, or be there when your parents are talking to the people. But definitely, like, I definitely would also advise like getting to know horses, you know, about the animal. It's a sport that's with an animal, so I know I definitely had like horse books as a kid. YouTube's a great thing. Instagram's now a thing, so definitely like look at that. If you are someone who sort of has a friend that shows or whatever, and you know you want a horse show, you can definitely check out like the, you know, the USAF and stuff like that, and check out the horse shows and see sort of like that side of riding, which is definitely a really cool side of riding. Then like I guess if you're looking for lessons, because that's sort of how you have to start. Like not a lot of places will just let you like hop on unless it's like a trail ride. So like when it comes to lessons, of course you have to find out what works financially, because again, it's expensive. But I know a lot of barns will offer group lessons, which brings down the price, or they'll offer packages and group lessons, and that'll bring down the price even more. Again, that's a little bit of a commitment, just because normally you have to commit like a month ahead. But that's, you know, if you know, and if you feel that you really are interested in this sport, I definitely would advise that just financially, because that will take down the price a little. But, or you could do, I mean, I know the summer is, it's like the middle of summer, but if there's like a camp, maybe you could do like a camp. Again, be very proactive, and you can find out a little bit more about it, like when it happens, what days. Normally they're like a week long, and they end in like a academy show thing. So that's super fun, and that's a way to like, I guess, like jump in and like be able to ride every single day. And you know, maybe that's a way to tell, like, you know, like, oh, I really liked it, or I didn't. So just finding out, you know, if you like it. If you have started riding and you're like a newer rider or a beginner rider, and you want to sort of maybe sort of advance yourself, I would certainly advise, if you can, ride more, ride as much as you can, but also you can watch lessons. Those are really helpful. If you can maybe help out at the barn, just from like cleaning to maybe standing in lessons and like helping set jumps or whatever. So stuff like that, to just sort of be around. I know I learned, like, when I was younger and I would spend my days at the barn during the summer. I just learned so much just by like being there. And of course, like, you know, they're like my friends and family, so, you know, I wasn't just like sitting there listening to people's conversations. But when they did talk about like horse shows they were going to, that was definitely super helpful, because they'd tell me sort of the ins and outs, which was super cool. Being there, definitely, if you have a group lesson, I guess if you don't, but if you have a group lesson, really get to know the people in your lesson, or the people who are like at the barn when you're there, because, you know, you can help each other. It can be healthy competition, depending on what you're interested in. If you want to just do it more for fun, or if you do want to get into the competitive side. I will make another video about how to keep riding, and then how to sort of get into horseshoeing. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Thank you for being a part of my family, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.